Hey, what's up, everybody? Jeremy here in our Emergency Operations Center in Basking Ridge, New Jersey. Thanks for joining us for this Up to Speed Live. Something new we're trying out today. Hans, please join us here.
And hello all V-teamers. Yeah, we are in times that are very unusual with this pandemic. This is times when we really get together as a team and really doing the right things.
Here in Union, New Jersey, practicing social distancing as we're recommending all our colleagues to do.
Thanks to all the V-teamers that are watching live or keeping our workplace and our employees safe in this time is of utmost importance. The situation is changing by the hour. And
we've reduced the number of stores that are open, reduced the store hours, reduced new operating procedures in those stores. But also, if you're on reduced hours, don't worry, we're making that up and making sure we're making you whole.
I wasn't keeping my guard up, and I have always wore my mask and I always went out in social distance, but there were just a few times where maybe I wasn't washing my hands as often or something, and I'm not quite sure what happened, but as I did test positive for COVID.
Okay, I wanted to make sure your mom was okay, because
now you're really going to make me cry, Christy. So I miss hearing the dishes clang during Up to Speed, but I'm so glad that I was away from her and my brother. And I just want to acknowledge, that on the chat here, someone had mentioned 99.9% survival rate, and sure, maybe that's true, but I can tell you in those moments of dread when you're lying in bed and you're thinking about sort of what can happen next, your mind plays some really strange tricks on you, and it's a very scary time.
When the George Floyd tragedy occurred, I remember being at work, not knowing how to feel. I was afraid to speak my truth. Several days later, our CEO Hans did an Up to Speed where he took a stance against racism. He also said, we can't move the world forward unless we are committed to moving the world forward for everyone.
Yet again, another week that was packed with news and events, and we're Stop Asian Hate virtual day of action and healing. So Rachel, thank you so much for joining us.
The communities are culminating together to really begin to drive action, and it's not just words anymore. It is action. And so, being one of the only Asian families in the neighborhood was pretty tough. There was one incident I recall where my family was picking up our car from the garage. We live in Manhattan, in New York City, and my husband was confused to be the parking attendant. And I thought at that moment to myself, why would they have confused him? He was wearing normal clothes. He wasn't wearing a parking attendant uniform. He was holding several bags. Our kids were running around sort of next to him. Part of me struggled with what to tell my kids at that moment. And education is super important, and just really trying to connect on a human level, hear their stories. I do want to share a quote that I actually came across recently that I think is quite applicable. It says, when you cannot control what is happening, challenge yourself to control the way you respond. That's where your power is.
It's a sad situation we see in the nation right now. These events unfolding across the country, they're rooted in hate and contradictory with our beliefs. I want our black employees to know that they matter and they are valued. I want to listen, understand, and help, and I know that my leadership wants to do it as well. For our employees, we're ensuring a safe place to share, discuss, and gain the support they need during this particularly difficult time. Our small part to help move the world forward. We have a responsibility as a large corporation to do right in these times. We cannot commit to a brand purpose of moving the world forward unless we're committed to helping ensure we move forward for everyone. We stand united as Verizon.
A lot has happened in our 20-year history. We've moved the world forward in so many different ways. And through it all, there's one thing that's kept us on the same page.
Who is this company that we call Verizon.
We run to a crisis,
not away.
We see crisis and change as opportunities,
not threats.
We know teamwork
enables us to serve our customers
better and faster.
We believe integrity
is at the core of who we are. We are committed to be part of the solutions
for some of our world's biggest challenges.
To make the world in which we work
better than it was yesterday.
We know our best was good for today.
Tomorrow, we'll do better.
These are just some of the lines from our Verizon Credo. And this is who our Credo is for.
My team at Springfield is like my family. I genuinely don't know what I would do without them. My husband started working for the company about 7 months ago. It's a family business now, apparently. Right off the bat, they told us like, hey, don't worry about pay, you're good. So that was, I think, the best part about it was knowing right away that the company was going to take care of us and that my husband and I didn't have to worry. Our HR rep and our DM got together with us and they were like, just, you know, you can sign up for a leave of absence. And my husband did. And it was just like immediately approved. And so at that point, like all of our stress is gone. And I'm like, okay, bring it on. Like I'm going to do telesales. I'm so excited. Like I was pumped. That was huge for me, getting to see what they do in a completely different channel with this company. We are so lucky that we work for a company that not only has taken care of us and made sure that like nobody dealt with any financial repercussions of a nationwide pandemic, knowing what the other channels do on a day-to-day basis. I have a good work from home team too, but I mean, yeah, I'm anxious to get back to the store. I miss my friends.
Having all of the customers come back in the store is very refreshing.
Always sharpening our brand message, our CMO Diego Scotti stopped by our stores.
We can see the amount of customers that we have in our store right now, and there's an energy that comes with that.
Looking into our stores this week, some very familiar faces. With Hans leading the way, making stops all over the country, our CEO joined the rock stars of retail to continue making strong connections with our customers. Hans, take it away.
Thank you, Andy. Hi, all V-teamers. A lot has been happening lately here. It's just been great to be back and meet the team in the front, the frontline employees that has been there through this pandemic. Better traffic in the stores and customers are coming back as things are easing up a little bit, even though they're not over. We have all the stores open. And our team has a lot of new things coming up. We have done quite a lot recently, deals with the gaming companies like Apple and Google. So we're continuing this path to see that our consumer customers can migrate with us. And so a lot of things that we've done, but more to come. There's going to be more announcement coming later this week. So it's a great time right now.
We move forward by embracing diversity, by seeing change as an opportunity, because change energizes us. We move forward by working hard, taking action, taking personal accountability for getting things done, and always running to that crisis. We move forward the same way we always have, by believing in values that we all share. That is our credo. More important now than ever, it's how we will always move forward together.
Until next time, you're up to